And we're live, Dave. It's been a long time since we've been live, man. No intro. I mean, listen, we're live on the radio and all, but we ain't been on YouTube in a minute, man. But this is Win Daily Sports. If you don't follow us, make sure you follow us, windailysports.com. Tony Cutillo, Dave Gloeckner. You hear us every single Sunday night on Sirius XM, dropping the fantasy knowledge, having the callers. And we were like, yo, we got to get this listener league going, man, because we had so many fun people that would call us in and comment and, on Twitter and for the show. So we were like, listen, we just got to do this listener league and have some fun. So we're going to have some fun tonight. Welcome in. Make sure you're following Win Daily Sports. Make sure you're liking and subscribing, obviously, the video. We're going to start the draft at 9:15 because, listen, I promised everybody, right? Told you that one listener in this league is going to get an NFL membership to Win Daily Gold for the entire NFL season. And it's going to be randomized right here on the screen. So I just hope that you're watching, and I hope that you're ready. So if you're here, get us in the chat. Get it on YouTube. Get us in the chat. You can follow. Listen, you can follow the draft live. You can go to Sleeper online. You can go to Sleeper on your phone. Listen, whatever way you want to do it, it's fine. I will try to pull it up on the screen as we're doing it and share the screen. I don't know how good it'll be or it won't. So it is what it is, but we'll still analyze every pick like we do and have some fun. But Dave, man, we were looking forward to this. 2 teams drop. We go down to 12. I know you're like 14. You going to be able to do 12 tonight?
I absolutely am. Tony, I'm going back to my roots. It's been a while since we've been on the air, live on a video, like you said, on the airwaves of Sirius. Absolutely. But I had to bring back the glasses. I mean, you want to start making these divisions a little wrestling oriented. I got to bring
you like that, right? You like that, right?
Back. The bell ringers are in. Wait, where am I at? I'm sitting down. I'm not in your division, but I'm coming for you.
No, we got to battle, man. Jigsaw versus the bell ringers. I had to make sure we were in different divisions. You know what I mean? So and I had to wear my special UNC Chicago Bulls hat that my daughter bought me for Christmas. So I had to make sure I get that on my head as well because I've been waiting. My man Wilson's in. Wilson has been like the number one fan, bro. Like from the images to the retweets, right?
He's the hype train, and I love it.
He is, man. I love it.
Like, look at the logo he put on Sleeper today.
I saw that.
He gave us a little preview of that earlier. Much appreciation, and I can't wait. I think I'm in his division, so I know he's coming. I'm ready.
Wait, we gotta find out before we start. Who is the trash talker? I don't know what team that is, man. There was a trash talker in there said, I think it was Jamil. I think his name was Jamil. I don't know what team he is. I'm not sure, but he was all about, I'm coming for everybody, man. I'm coming. So I hope he's ready. My man Yvonne says that's a dope UNC hat. Yvonne, man, listen, I taught my daughter style, so she knows what to pick out. She knows what I like. So I got old school Sixers hat behind there too. I can't wait to wear for some streams during NFL as well. But hopefully everybody's in here. Dave, let's not waste any time, man. Let's not. There he is. I told you, Jamil's here, right here, Dave. Jamil, I hope you're ready, bro, because
you've been talking. One word. He just needs one word. He's
good.
He's just here.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Listen, don't forget, you're going to see it come up on the screen. Okay, it's in the description. It's in the comments right now. Listen, this is a big one. Okay, I'll give you the owner's box first. If you're new to owner's box, I will be doing sleeper and owner's box shows this year. Okay, I'll be doing these solo streams every single week. Okay, this is a super flex DFS every single week. This is fun, but I'm telling you, by the 31st, if you're new to owner's box, if you never made a deposit yet, right there, free up to $500 don't max by 8/31. I'm not saying you got to drop $500. All I'm saying is if you put 25, you're going to get 25. You put 50, you're going to get 50, right? Just read the details. Make sure you sign up and you deposit using this link right here. You use this link right here, you will get the deposit. Also for Sleeper, you get free up to $100 deposit match if you use this code right here. So please, if you're going to sign up, maybe you signed up already. That's okay, but maybe you didn't put a deposit. You just signed up for a free account. You can still get this promo. So again, we're going to be playing this all year long. So I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to be using our model, dropping some really good plays for Sleeper. So I highly suggest you get involved. Listen, $25, you'll probably spend $25 in a month. listen, $25 I spent Chick-fil-A for 2 meals, right? So $25 isn't that much anymore. You get a free 25. Maybe you want to go more, it's up to you, but these deals are here. So make sure you get locked in. But right now, Dave, we're going to find out who wins the free membership to Win Daily, man. We're going to find out who wins the free membership to Win Daily. And I'm going to pull it up right here. We're going to share the screen.
I can win, right?
Nah, you can't win, bro.
Shit.
You can't.
All right, all right.
Here we go. Let's all right. So let's make sure everybody now. Look, you can look at it. There's 10 teams on here. Okay, we got Onus, we got Uptown Sports Guy, we got Old Dirty Drafter, the Win Daily Listener, Chicago Sports Homer, Black Ice, EE Strength, Chicken Little, and Philly Fanatic. Listen, not trying to be biased here, Dave, but I'm kind of pulling for Philly Fanatic. I'm just,
I'm guessing that's Eric Everett because he's hyping up.
I think it is. I don't know. No, I think EE Strength is Eric Everett. I'm thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, that would make sense.
EE, right? So I don't know, man. So I'm not sure. Like, you gotta let us know who's Philly Fanatic because, listen, him or the hype train, Wilson, man. You know what I mean? Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna hit the spin and let's see where it goes. It's almost like The Price is Right here. There we go. Got a little sound effects going, and it is up 10. Boom! Who just joined the league, Dave? He just joined the league last week. So Uptown Sports Guy is the winner. So Uptown Sports Guy, this is what you're going to do. Listen, we talked through DM, so we won't get the details wrong. So what we're going to do is we just so everybody knows, we have a brand new site ready to launch in the next week. Okay, brand new. It's going to look completely different. Okay, so all I'm going to tell you is Uptown Sports Guy. Go to windailysports.com right now and just sign up for free. Sign up for free. And then once that new site gets ticketed over, I will bump up your membership to premium, and you will get that for the entire NFL season on me and Dave. So for being part, man.
You get to see the models, which we always got popping. We got prop models, not only just points models. Articles daily. We're getting into some betting articles. You're going to see some inside scoops that not everybody gets to see unless you're a sub, which we get, but also the Discord. And we're going to start a special Discord for this league, Tone. I know you got that starting to roll out. We'll get that after this draft, right?
Yeah, so probably I will say I'm hoping and by the weekend, possibly could be, listen, it's a holiday weekend, so try to work on it, but we will get up and running by week 1 for the Discord, so we'll be able to talk back and forth. We'll be able to go and within that Discord, we'll have some free promos too, just for specifically for you guys in this league.
Yeah, maybe the highest scoring points in week 4. We're going to play around with it. So definitely, we're not done after tonight.
No, not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. So make sure you're following and make sure you're staying with us, man. Uptown going down hard for winning the game. He said, I love it, man. Jamil says Uptown going down hard for winning that giveaway. I love it.
And my man Brian McLeod's in here too. Good, man. We got a lot.
Yeah. Look. Steve says, congratulations, my guy. Nice second place prize since I'm going to win this league. I loved it. Look, man, the talking is happening already. I'm going to pull, Dave, let me see how Sleeper looks up here. And I've never done it actually on the computer.
I just got to wear my belt. Everybody wants
to. Oh, wow. I can get in the draft room.
All right.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, all right. I'm not afraid to show people. I don't have anybody in my queue. That's okay. So I can stop sharing when it's my pick. It's all good. So let me let me throw this up here.
You're going Nick Chubb at 4 anyway. You're not hiding.
All right. Look, everybody see that? There we go. We got the draft up right now.
Oh,
I'm liking it. So yeah. So I don't know. Should we start? Are we ready?
Oh, man. Do I have the bell? All right, let's just ring it. Virtually ring it. Yeah, let's go.
Wait, do we need the
Oh, I got one.
There you go. I was gonna say because I think hold up. I think I might have one.
Yeah, this is just a Liberty bell. It's a little small, but I'll be ringing it.
It's been a while.
Let's see.
It's been a while. Hold on. Oh, yeah, look, ready? Tell me if you hear this.
Let's go.
Oh, there it is, baby. There it is. And we are starting the draft right now. The draft has started.
I can tell you, when I found that, and I'm not sure where you're at, Tim, but when I found I landed at pick 9, I didn't hate it. I'll say that much. I didn't hate
I'm not hating 4 either,
Yeah.
man. Oh, he says, is that X-Pac's belt?
It's
I
mine
love
for
X-Pac.
winning the Win Daily League last year, and I'm going to win this one.
We got to get a trophy smack belt, man.
We do.
We got to get a trophy smack belt. Who's going to go number 2? Ooh, wow.
Yeah, it's interesting. And Wilson, nice pick.
I know why.
Well,
Did people look at the
quarterback 6-point passing touchdown does try to move the quarterbacks up a little bit. So I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it at all either. Oh man. I do I go and I wasn't expecting it.
You're gonna have to press the button early.
Yeah, I'm debating, man. I'm debating. Look at this. I'm going back and forth. But you know what? I'm gonna stick to who I am, man. You give him my man. Nick.
Oh,
You know. Gotta go, Nick Chubb. Gotta go, Nick Chubb.
All in, brother.
I've been hyping it up. I might as well go all in.
Yeah, can't back down now. That's not you.
No, you got to stick with it, man. You got to stick with it. Now, who's going? Everybody's like, here's the thing: people talking about CMC and I was on they're asking me about CMC, asked me about Eckler, and listen, I know I like Eckler, but the problem is it's just it's too much to worry about, man. Like, look, Bijan goes as the second running back. So
what's your worry about Eckler? Because I'll tell you, my only worry about him is getting the same amount of touchdowns again. I think last year was a fluke in touchdowns.
Yes, and that's my thing. That's my thing.
Okay, because I don't think the catches go down necessarily or the yards. The touchdowns is the one area that scares me.
It you know what I didn't like a lot last year. Now again, it's going to be a different system a little bit, but I didn't like that they took him off the field a lot last year. Like even and I think that's why his points are so high because he had so many touchdowns. But it's just like he only had for my money it was a lot of touchdown dependent games, right? So I'm afraid. I'm just afraid.
I got you. I think it was catch dependency. I mean, he was over 100 catches, but I hear you.
And he was definitely over 100 catches. Yeah, no, but when he had an opportunity, he was out. Like I just didn't understand why they would pull him off the field. That's what really concerned me.
All right. Well,
also we got Tyreek Hill as the first. I wonder if Tyreek Hill. I think Tyreek Hill was on Dave's radar there, but
he definitely was.
I know where Dave's going right here. I know exactly where he's going.
I never thought Tyreek would get to 9, but he was definitely on the radar.
I thought he was going to get there when I saw because I thought the running back run was going to start right there.
Well, with full PPR, I thought we were going to see more receivers. So I was preparing. I'll be honest, my charts thought I was going to be around the CD land.
Oh, there. And is that just so on par, Dave? I know where Dave's going. It's
really?
One of two guys.
I don't know where I'm going.
I know where he's going.
I don't know where I'm going.
Saying a word.
I'm telling you, my charts tell me to go Cooper Kupp here, but I just can't do it with the passing game that's in there. We just talked about him. I'm going to go comfortably with Austin Eckler. He's my number 1 running back.
I knew it. Yep.
Yeah. It was like
stay on point, right? Stay on point.
You would Chubb. And again, do I worry about Eckler? Sure. But at 9, I thought I had a shot at Chubb at 9 because I thought you might have gone a quarterback at 4.
Nah, man.
Yeah. I just thought maybe if
did you take him because
I'm sorry. I did on the screen. The screen is lagging behind. Thanks.
There you go.
I almost find out.
Yeah, I just saw him like, wait, did you take him? I'm like, you're talking. You didn't take him yet.
I announced it. Yeah.
So Brian McLeod says, give me those free bonus points. Tyreek Hill, no-brainer.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I did put a couple bonus points in there. I'm not a big bonus guy, right? But I will tell you, I'm not a big negative point guy there's no negative fumble recall, all that. I don't play that dumb shit, right? I don't like that. So worst thing to do is have to win on something like that, right? But I just put some bonus in there for 50-yard plays.
Yeah.
That's it. For both running back and receiver. So they're equally, one receiver, one run, you know what I mean? So, and listen, some of these running backs are known to break off these big chunks, man.
I like it, and I like the Saquon pick there. We can get comfortable with Saquon anymore.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm very comfortable with Saquon. To tell you the truth, I have him as about my third best running back. So, but he's right there in the top 4, and that's really where he went today. So that's good.
Well, to be personally, be honest right now, Dave. In my opinion, I mean they're the 5. After that, it's whatever. I mean, I'm not like clamoring over anybody. In these after this, I'm just not. You know what I mean?
No, I agree with you. I mean, I think like you got so much upside with a guy like Josh Jacobs. Yeah, there goes Diggs. Nice. But you got some concern with the quarterback and offense there. And then you got Derrick Henry. Could he go for 1,800? Maybe, but he's old. So yeah, you're right. After the top 5, it's really like you're taking some risks. Each one has a risk.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I will tell you, I'm kind of liking how this is shaping up right now for the rollback here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's definitely, I know somebody talked about low bench spots, and I said, look, man, I wanted to be a challenge, man. Like, I don't want people just holding on to stiffs just so they can drop them for another stiff. You know what I mean? Let's put some thought into it. Like, you're going to have to drop somebody maybe you don't want to drop. You know what I mean? And there's a quarterback as the quarterback run. Look at Uptown. He went right away, man. Go Diggs land. Boom.
No, I love it. And I thought about if Allen did roll back, he was going to be someone I really seriously considered there. He was.
Yeah, no, listen, man, I've been in so many drafts already, just like you, and there's been drafts where I've seen quarterbacks go early, and then I've seen them go late, and I've done both. I kind of just was like, hey, I'm gonna take what I take where I take them. I'm not even worrying about it. Like at the end of the day, I think if I get the guy I really want, I'll tell you what, man, you are definitely selling the farm on Cooper Kupp, man.
No,
I'm worried.
Not. I mean, let's be honest. I got a chance at the number 1 receiver at pick 16. I can't
we already got now that just so for everybody knows, Mike Anthony, he is one of the Dynasty Dogs, the Dynasty Dog pod on Win Daily. Again, just started about a month ago, dropping some great content, man. He wants to know Chubb over Bijan. Yes. Stop with the Bijan hype, Mike. Stop. Who's the quarterback? That's all I want to ask. Who are we really sold Desmond Ritter, man? That's all I'm saying. Really sold Desmond Ritter? I don't know, man. I'm going with Nick Chubb. I think just like Dave has Eckler as his top back, I got Nick Chubb as my top back in my rankings. I'm all over Nick Chubb this year.
Yeah, I do like Nick Chubb. To me, I probably have him right there in top 4, and I have Bijan 5, and I like Bijan. Don't get me wrong.
I like Bijan at 5.
And Bijan for me is the end of first round pick, but I get kind of taking him what happened here because the running back run was about to start. So if you were sold on running backs, once you took Chubb, you knew like if you weren't getting Bijan anywhere near on the way back. So I understand people taking where they did. I'm a little concerned with you.
I like ones. I like Kelsey backed up with Garrett Wilson, man. I like that
too. But again, I'll go back to the Cooper Kupp thing. Like you got a chance for 120 catches, 180 targets if he's healthy. I got to take that chance at pick 16. Do I think he's the best?
Listen, I just hope those injuries scare me, man.
They do.
Time's up. Auto pick Jalen Hurts for Mules. We already got an auto pick.
Yeah, that's. I don't think we'll get mad at that.
I wouldn't get mad. I mean, I think that's a good play right there. I mean,
yeah, I knew I would get no shot at Hurts coming back, so he's got to fall somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, and now it's curious. Listen, man, I don't know if you've seen Joe Burrow in front of the mirror, but he was. I'm gonna look, man. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Right on. I'm gonna go on point, bro. Like I'm not getting off of it. It's so where I'm at.
I tried to get Justin Fields in a dynasty league today, and Tony just picked him. And I offered a first-round pick in Kadarius Toney. I thought it was just, the guy has Mahomes, so it was fair. He wants my first-round pick in Jackson Smith and Jigba, and this is a dynasty league. I'm like, no, I can't.
No, you can't in a dynasty, man. No way.
And I Burrow already, but I am with you. I intrigued by the Fields hype train. I don't think they're for me, I'm just telling you, I think they're a 6-win team, but I think he's a great fantasy quarterback.
Well, that's the thing. You don't have to have a winning team to be a good fantasy quarterback, right? So, and here goes the run on quarterbacks. And this is and honestly, it's why I took Fields. I don't know if somebody would have took Fields before the wraparound, but I had to ensure because he was my guy. To me,
Yeah.
that is my guy. So I wanted him.
Yeah.
I mean, simple as that. I wanted him.
And for me, because it's a one quarterback league, it's going to be a little while before I get in there. We'll have to see.
Oh, he just stole
Yeah.
Devontae Smith from me. I swore I was getting Devontae Smith. Oh man, that hurts. He just stuck it right in my ass.
Don't. Oh man, that would hurt.
I was sold, bro. I was sold. I was like, I am getting Devontae Smith. Man, now I got to revert.
Oh, they're good.
Jeez.
I'm trying to catch up with my.
Man, do I go? Yeah, you know what? Nah, you know what? I can't do it. I gotta go off par here. I don't care.
Well,
Gotta go off par.
He's the second highest on my board, and you couldn't take the highest on my board. There goes Ridley. I figured he was going to get out of there too. Good pick. Ridley's going to be special this year. Special.
All right. Yvonne says Field versus Lamar is my biggest dilemma right now.
Yeah, I'm in the Lamar.
EE says how to be a homer for EM Go Bird. Kill me, EE. You killed me, bro. I was like, I listen, I targeted Devontae Smith in this draft. I said, I'm gonna get Devontae Smith at the beginning of the third round, and you got him right before me, man. God damn it. The Philly pride. That's all right. Philly, baby. Jamil says I like Chubb over Bijan. I think. Well, listen, if Jamil says I'm good, right? Because he said he's winning the league. So
he's here.
Yeah.
He's here. That's all I remember.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, I think Meals is on auto pick. Either Meals is frozen up.
Well, if he was on auto, he had to take himself off or it would have popped. So yeah, something happened.
I don't know. Time's up again, man. Like I think he just I don't know. Maybe he's sleeping.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't want to take Brees all there, but
me neither.
If it was Dynasty, a little different, but
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I did a startup Dynasty on Sunday, and we talked about it a little bit before the show the other night. Brees Hall went pretty high just because with Dynasty, you got a lot more years. Dalvin Cook's in there for 1 year. But this year, Brees Hall is only going to be good like the second half of the year.
That's true.
I do like Mark Andrews a lot. I do.
I like Andrews.
Again, I'll give you another trade someone tossed at me.
Wait, what happened there?
What's that?
Wait a minute. How did Meals get T. Higgins when he originally had Brees Hall?
Dude, this thing just did a David Copperfield.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. And now I'm stuck to make a real pick. Oh gosh. Oh man. T. Higgins was right near the top of mine. You know what? No, not a lot of people are high on this guy, but I am, and he's a little lower. I'm going to take Mixon.
So Jamil says really with Gibbs. Yeah, Gibbs is going high, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pause. Wilson. Pause.
Well, when you said you got stuck in the when you got it stuck in your ass, I think he's talking about pause there. I think he was just joking.
I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Lamar is an interesting pick. Again, if I was quarterback centric now, I would have taken Lamar.
He says I wanted him love as much as Chubb. Auto pick. Revert.
Well, we got Uptown now. The guy that won our spin the wheel, already starting with Diggs and Lamb, so it has a good start to the draft. Let's see what he can do here.
Said Mules about to get Taylor on the wrap. Shake my head.
He can have him. Right now, I'm done with that. Like they can't trade him till like week 3 or 4 now.
Yeah, I know.
If they put him on the pup list, he's out for the
Well,
first 4 weeks.
T-Law, people, I don't know, Uptown. Are we stretching for QBs here, man? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what scares you a little bit. See, that's the thing, man. Like you know, don't start stretching, man. Don't start stretching because or reaching, I should say. I mean, this is what happens.
Right. Right. So where is this guy? He's a little further down, right? So, I'm not taking him. All right, I got to really get prepared here. There goes my boy.
Wow. Jermiel says he likes Gibbs as much as Chubb. Like, man, Jermiel, I don't know. That means you would take Gibbs at number 4?
No, he's just not predicting that Chubb would go forward.
Yeah. Look, my man Brian says, is this a super flex? No, I don't get it, bro. Like, no. But listen,
Brian, I'm with you.
That's all right.
You're going to watch my strategy that I talk like there. You're not seeing me take a quarterback now.
You can hate on Justin Fields. It's all good.
No, I think he just means more of the.
Oh, I know. I'm just messing around.
Bro, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 quarterbacks taken in the first 3 rounds.
Don't forget too, man. Listen, $500 deposit match for Owner's Box right there. You follow that link. Same thing with Sleepers, up to $100 right there. Make sure you get involved. We're going to be doing this all year long. So you want to make sure that you're ready. Diggs, by the way. So I guess Diggs is happy. He says production wise, he's talking about Gibbs. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't think I'm not sold on a rookie in Gibbs to be that dynamic. I think he'll be good. I just don't think he'll be that dynamic. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I it's tough, man. It's tough. It's going to be. I mean, Dave, isn't Montgomery out there?
He is David Montgomery.
I mean, all you had to do was watch last year, right? What did Dan Campbell do? Who got all the touchdowns?
Vulture at the goal line.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. That's what scares me. With that, man. That's what scares me.
Tony, I'm with you this year. I really am scared of a lot of 49ers, but I just sat there and I couldn't find better value than Debo now this late. I know we're not fans of him. Sometimes you got to take picks you don't really want. But I think in the right situation, 4th round late, I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like when I say fade, it's like I'm fading these guys early. Like, that's the thing.
Like, do you take him? Like, I coin flip there with him and Amari Cooper. I really do, and I love Amari, but different games, different strategies. They'll at least run the ball with David.
Travis Etienne.
Yeah, I'm not in love.
I'm not in love with Etienne.
No, him I'm not, and there's a reason I'm not, and it starts with Tank. But at this point, I mean Etienne, man, he was so good last year for stretches. He was, and Jacksonville plays in one of the worst, if not the worst division in the league. That I can understand it a little. I can.
Hey, listen, we have all these people tuning in. Let's have some fun too while we're doing this. So, everybody in the comments, who was we get some discussion going. But over the years you played fantasy football, who was your biggest bust, man? Who was the one guy you drafted one year that was just your biggest bust, who just he never did anything, just cost you the league, whether he was your first round or second round pick, and just did absolutely nothing? I want to know who these busts are, Dave. Like who? How about you, Dave? You know one off the top of your head?
I'm just going to start with last year and Alvin Kamara. I wanted to bunch that, going from scoring 20 touchdowns to 2. I know he's hurt and all these other, but he wasn't good when he played either. Kamara last year I thought was really bad, but overall bust, man, I'm gonna have to think of that. Oh man, Jamel did like the pick, and I agree with you, Michael. I think Tank Bigsby is one of the reasons I'm a little worried about ETN this year.
Jamel says Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell. Oh man. Yeah.
Mike says Swift super frustrating because of injuries.
Yeah.
Who's that? Sean Green. Sean Green.
Was that right back in the Jets?
Yeah. It's not ringing a bell. Holdout year, of course. Yeah, I remember that. The holdout year. Oh, I'm up. Damn, man. Brees took my DJ Moore. Oh my God. Dude, yeah. Dave, I'm getting killed here, bro.
Yeah, Green was definitely a Jets running back, and he had all the hype. All the hype. I think he's
Man,
out of Iowa.
I was thought I was getting DJ Moore.
He,
Man.
dude, it's Peyton Hillis. God, how did he make the Madden cover? You're right.
Well, I don't. I'm Peyton Hillis. I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah,
Listen, man. Here's where I gotta kind of, I gotta go a little different here because, everybody is all in and on these receivers, but I'm not going to stretch. I'm not going to stretch. I'm going to go another running back. I love me some Damian Pierce, man. I like Damian Pierce this year a
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
D'Amico Ryans comes from that San Francisco Niners kind of system. He's going to pound and pound and pound. Last year, closing out, Pierce was a stud, and I think he's going to be another stud again this year. So I think he's going to have a really good year.
There was a running back that I got.
Ooh, Steve Slayton. There's one.
Wow.
Remember Steve Slayton from the
Yes.
Texans?
Yes, I do. I was going to drop the one I was buying in on. I was buying cards back then, and I was sold that Cadillac Williams was going to be that guy. You remember Cadillac Williams?
Yes, Cadillac when he was with Tampa.
Back. Yeah, Tampa. Yeah, and he busted big, man.
Oh man, he was a big bust, dude.
Yeah.
I got a good draft story for everybody, a good trade bust. I'll give it. Oh my look, my man EE, I got him back. He said you just got me back. You wanted Dame, you wanted Pierce,
but Wilson might have just got you with some Aaron Jones.
I
do too. I do too.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'll be honest with you. I would have took him on the way back. I would have took another running back.
Yep.
Oh, CJ Spiller. Remember that year we hyped up CJ Spiller and he stunk?
Buffalo?
Buffalo. Oh,
yeah. And he
Miles
was at
Sanders.
Clemson, I think. So when I'm with you, Yvonne, but Sanders.
I think it was 2 years ago.
I know, but I just never. Maybe I was just never into him. Maybe that's my fault. Like I really just never liked him. So, I wouldn't even. Yeah, I can guess he's a bust, but
Man, I'll tell you, man, this draft is different.
Well, it's good for me. I'm gonna pick 9th in my big league on Monday. So this is really.
I like it though. This is fun.
Yeah, 9th is a tough spot. I'm not.
Oh damn it, Wilson, bro!
Look at him.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. I'm getting screwed tonight.
Can you just pick a receiver for once?
I wanted Pickens. Oh my god. Oh man, that hurt. That hurt. Man, that hurt.
I'm clicking off guys off my draft board. Don't hate when you hear that.
I don't like anybody right there. I don't like anybody right there. That's terrible.
Ooh.
You know what though? I'm gonna go a little different here.
Well, so one of my kids is named Darren after Darren Dalton, Darren Sproles. So I cheer for Darren Waller every year. So I like the pick.
Well, here's the thing, man. Like I just tell everybody where my head's at, right? So like, do I go with Hawkinson? I don't know, right? Kyle Pitts, I'm not sold. George Kittle, I'm fading. And Goddard, I love Goddard, but I just don't know if he has enough. Even though my man Chris Franklin, he had him on, he said yes, there's enough. Darren Waller, who else catching the ball in New York, man? Yeah. Is it Hyatt? Shepard's coming back from ACL injury. Like, it's Waller's team, in my opinion, right? So I just think that, look, I'm getting the number one receiver right there, so I'm gonna take a shot.
Jamel, that's really interesting. I played in those leagues too, and tight ends are so valuable, so valuable. You almost got to draft like 2 of them. I'm curious, did you end up getting a second one on the way back? But I like the strategy and getting to double up with Kelsey and Mahomes. That's balls to the wall there. But it's probably the perfect scenario for you. Yeah,
Mike. Listen, I'm sold. I'm sold on Pickens this year, man. I like Pickens. I'm not Ryan Clark sold, but
watch this. Meals is going to do it again.
Oh, come on, dude.
I got to wait to see. Is that really his pick? Maybe. Because I don't know how it magically changed last time. Yeah, that's why 1.5 PPR for tight end. Exactly. That's why you have. Did you take a second?
Giants showed you in the preseason. That's right, Mike. He was the number one in the preseason. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm going on. Yo, so here you go. So everybody was putting in their draft bus. So before we get to draft studs, I will say this. I made a trade one year, man. Like, what's the odds, right? So I needed a running back. And the running back I had, wasn't really cutting it for me. So I was like, you know what? Who can I make a trade with? So the one guy in my league says, "Yo," and you're gonna remember this name, Dave. He says, I'll wait. You know what? I'll wait to add you into the story till you pick because I know
No, go ahead.
you're
I'm good.
coming
I'm
up.
good. I'm
But
good.
he offers me Willie Green. Remember
Okay.
Willie Green, Cleveland Browns? He was having a really good year. So
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, you know what, man? What do you? So I trade him Curtis Martin. At that time, Curtis Martin was doing nothing for the Jets. Like he was just doing nothing. He was killing
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah.
So I get Willie Green. First week, dude, he goes off, right? And I'm like, yes,
What a
thank
trade.
you, right? I found Curtis Martin does nothing. Dude, don't you know the day after the game, he gets popped for marijuana, gets suspended for the rest of the year,
No.
never plays again that year, and then Curtis Martin goes off, and the dude I traded with wins the championship.
Yeah.
Because Curtis Martin had like the best 5 games of his career.
He
that
had a
year.
couple runs there, especially with the Jets late
Oh.
and over with the Patriots. Yeah.
Oh, I love that Rashad White pick, by the way.
Thanks.
I love Rashad White.
I do too, and I think that gives me a little insurance, with a little older running backs with Eckler, not that old, but 28. But yeah, I think Rashad White's prime for a breakout.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I do. And listen, man, if Hawkinson is the target monster, I mean, Stevens gets a good pick there in the 5th round. I mean, the end of the 5th round, you're getting Hawkinson. It's not a bad play. Not a bad play.
No.
Looking at the draft board so far, I mean, it's interesting. I look at a lot of different patterns on who's taking what positions and how their team's formulating. Like you got old dirty drafter, right? He don't have quarterback yet, right? And I know that's Brian. He checked as a super flex, but listen, he's got 3 solid receivers. I'll never draft Keenan Allen again because all he does is get hurt every year I have him. So, but listen, I mean, you got a target monster in Andrews, right? And listen, Amari Cooper, number 1 receiver, not a bad pick right there.
No.
Uptown's counting down, man.
Come on.
Time's up.
Me, Onis, and Old Dirty are the 3 in the middle there, and then Brees as well. No QBs.
So, well, it's not showing Brees online. It's not showing Meals online.
Okay.
So Brees might be auto picking.
That'll be interesting. Because right now that's no QB. Well, Deshaun will get back to him potentially.
Wilson, don't worry, Wilson. It's all good, man. I don't know if he's a top 7 receiver, but he's definitely top 20 this year. Mike says, there you go. It's listen, this is why, again, make sure you're following Mike and Rich, man. Dynasty Dogs do a great job. Baker Mayfield, targeted running back 19% last year. Like what a lot. I mean, think about it. What's Baker going to do? He's not throwing down the field. He's going to throw. You're going to have Mike Evans, who will be really good in the red zone. You're going to have Chris Godwin good across the middle of the field. And you're going to have Rashad White out of the backfield. That's going to be the targets. And possibly, who's a tight end? Kate Otto or Otten?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, so, you have something like that kind of brewing out there as well.
No,
DJ.
And it's not just Baker, and I agree with Mike. It's Baker with his target, but Rashad White, I want to say he was targeted like 17, 18%. And then you go back to Fournette too. He got a ton of receptions as well. I mean, yeah, it was Brady's reluctance to throw downfield, but still in that offense, I mean, it hasn't changed. He's going to get a lot of the looks, and he's a potential 3-down back. That's my biggest
This is true.
So
I will say this: the overachiever. I think has listen, I love Mike Williams this year. For me, he's the number one receiver in San Diego. I'm still going to call him San Diego. I'm not calling him LA. But I really think that Mike Williams is that guy. And I think to get him in the 6th round in a 12-man draft is a steal.
Yeah. No, I seriously considered if Williams was coming back here. And
Ooh, where's Dave going to go here? This is going to be good. I like this. Where's
I
Dave
know
going?
I'm torn. I really have some receivers I like. I do. I'm just trying to. I know he's out, but I know it's 3 weeks. But man, can I wait and get someone that could have a number one? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I just think I can find some plugs for him in the middle of the year. I mean, early in the year, and then he could come back and light it up. Jerry Jeudy.
I love Jerry Jeudy. I was going to take him instead of Waller, but I thought maybe I'd get him on the background because he's going to miss the first 3 games. But
yeah, that's where I'm at. I mean, yeah, three stinks, but really you got him for 11 more regular season games. So I mean, you still got him for 75-80% of the year. So
yeah, and I love Jeudy.
Yeah, and in what are we talking? 6th round.
Exactly.
I mean, he's probably Tone 3rd round pick if healthy.
Oh yeah, easy for me, no doubt. Easy for me, man. Easy 3rd round.
Yeah, Eric, I agree. They do linger. There's no doubt about it. But I mean, again, 6th round. I'll take 3rd round production in 6th round. If it doesn't work out, you know where I'm going. There's a couple of guys.
Here's another guy. What's your Oh wait, you know what? By the way, I'm glad. So everybody listen up to this. Make sure this is a keeper draft, right? So if everybody saw that, 1 keeper. So just FYI, 1 keeper from the 7th round on. So put that in the back of your head. 7th round on. So as long as you're going to be in the league again next year, we want to keep this a annual thing as long as everybody's in. So the keeper will be 7th round on. You will be able to keep 1 guy from the 7th round on for next year's draft. So just put that in the back of your head. Wow, auto picked a linebacker already. That's what happens when you're not here for the draft.
I'm just holding my breath, making sure this is right, because we saw the reverse of the Brees Hall.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Reverse card.
That was weird.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think so. There's no way, any chance, I'm taking a defender yet. But yeah.
Oh, look, James Cook.
I will tell you, James Cook could end up in the top 10 in running backs. He really could. I think his safe landing spot is 20, but no matter what you're doing here in the 6th round, that's a good pick with very high ceiling. Just clicking them off.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm thinking of something.
10 seconds. I hear it. Okay. Doubling down?
Yeah. I'm not reaching. There's a couple guys I like, and they're still going to be there on the background. So, and again, listen, I am a huge, just so everybody knows the way I roll, I'm a huge quarterback guy. I want a lockdown quarterback. So if Fields ain't the guy, I'll back him up with a Hall of Famer. I'm all good. So now I'm good.
Yeah. I thought about Pitts was one of the picks I thought about when I took Jeudy. Like Pitts, again, I go back to your scenario. He'll be good, but that quarterback scares me. But I mean, again, getting a top 5 tight end in the 7th round, good pick.
Oh, I like that pick right there. I like Khalil Herbert.
I like him a lot this year. I put him on the same level as James Cook. All right. This is getting good.
Getting
This
interesting.
is where we get into the meat of the draft, right? This is where, we can all kind of shoot what we want to shoot in the first couple rounds and feel okay about it. But this is where we got to dig a little bit. And I'm liking a lot of these picks, even Pacheco. Again, listen, Wilson came with Mahomes. He was going to have to get quality running backs late. And this is where he's doubling down. If he gets one out of the Pacheco and Herbert right, he's built for the long term there. Because Waddle, Olave, Pickens. All right, there
Who
goes
went?
Goddard.
Oh, Goddard goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Goddard goes. Interesting. I like Goddard.
I do too. Finally lock it.
Listen, man, I'm not a Metcalf guy, and in Jigba's going to listen. He's good. I like him. But I think Lockett's the number one receiver. So, and last seven weeks, he averaged 7 to 8 targets. I don't think that's going to change. So, you know what? Give me the consistent target guy all day. So I'll take it.
Yeah.
And it's just my line of thinking, right? So it could be I could be dead wrong, right? And that's the best part. We all could be wrong. Who knows? All could be wrong. Who knows, right? And that's the fun part about this.
Yeah, Michael Anthony, you're right. There's a lot of talent in Atlanta. My problem was when seeing Ritter last year throw, I want to say 120 passes and 3 touchdowns. Guy is risk averse. And it just scares me that he's going to really probably dilute his receivers' touchdowns. Not as much as their production. They'll get some yards in between the 20s. I'm more worried about what happens down inside the 20. I think that's Bijan timing. I think that's Ritter keeping it himself. But yeah, I hear you. And again, I'll go back. Pitts, I was on in the 6th round. I just thought Judy gave me a little better value. But I love Pitts. I do. And I love Drake, too. I love the Drake.
Are we going to go another linebacker here? All right.
Oh, D-back? D-back time?
Hold on. Let's see. Let's go, team. Let's go. Monte Johnson.
Talk about a guy that gets so many targets and can only bring in about 50% of them. That's what scares me.
Crazy, man.
Yeah. Dude, his catch rate was really in the 60s, but it's still ridiculous to be, a crazy, the guy's got talent. He just can't finish.
No.
And I'm sure some of you Pittsburgh fans can attest to that.
No, I completely agree.
Kamara time. I like it.
I love that pick.
Yeah, I got no problems with it.
I've been taking him in every draft.
Yeah, 0 to Michael and 0 TDs for Deontay. There you go. The guy that can't finish. Exactly.
Wasn't there there was like Juju. He's like Juju.
Yeah. Well, Juju, God. The guy can't even break a tackle, but yeah, I hear you.
Oh, you know what? He's right. Yvonne says, speaking of Pitts, there's the best answer to the bus question.
It's a shame because when you get a tight end picked on the top, what did he get 4 or 3 right there that year? I mean, it's tough because Lance got 3, so I feel like he got 4. But yeah, give me the dog. I agree. Onus going with one guy I did consider here as my quarterback, but definitely I read some things today. I know my man Dan Orlovsky very high on Anthony Richardson and how he looks. So good pick. But
I like A Rich, man.
I am gonna go with a rookie here. I am gonna reach out a little bit, but I'm okay with it. All right, I'll go in jig. But like you said, I mean, I know you're high on Lockett. My problem with Lockett is volume. I think the volume goes down a little bit. So potential keeper there.
Michael Anthony, 1,000-yard rookie season for Pitts. He's a bust on it. That's because the way he came in, right? So he's a bust based on potential. You know what he was supposed to be.
Where he was picked.
Right. I mean, you got to look at that. That's what it is, man. That's a good pick right there. I like the Mike Evans pick, man. Like, you get Mike Evans in the 7th round of a 12-man league. I'm in, man. I mean, I like that play.
And I mean, Pitts had 356 yards last year. So how do you follow that 1,000-yard season up? Call injuries all you want. 1,302 years from the top 4 pick. Yeah, it's not good right now. But I do think he's talented, and I know he's good. I don't take tight ends in the top freaking 20. Like, I don't get it. I argued when Saquon got picked in the top 5. Saquon's a great player. You don't
Oh,
take
you're
those
talking
shots.
about for actual NFL.
Well, that's what I say is a bust, because if you're getting picked that high, you got to perform at an extra special level.
No, I agree, man. You definitely do. 100%.
You're only a bust associated with the pick where you got picked at. Like, yeah.
Oh, who's this? DeAndre Swift.
Yeah. Wow. I'm catching up here.
What do you think about Antonio Gibson? What do you think that looks like out there in Washington?
No, and I only say that with my hands up because he's a better catcher. But I just think it's always going to be a shared volume backfield. That's all.
Yeah, no, I agree. 100%. I mean that's the thing, man. Like like you look at it, just shows you the audience doesn't even know, because you have Gibson drafted, and one pick later you have Brian Robinson drafted. So
Yeah.
nobody. I mean, it just shows you nobody even really knows what's going on.
I'm so far away from Brian Robinson now.
Yeah,
Again, here in the 8th round, I'm good with it, but I traded him as early as I could in some dynasty league, just because I just don't see him being an overall running back. Do I see him being able to put games together and be a good filling? Absolutely. I'd love him as a backup. All right,
there's a rookie going.
Yeah, keep potential there.
Definitely. Miles Sanders.
I got to do it, Tone. I've been waiting.
I swear, if you looked at like Dave's teams and my teams through like mocks, they're like I have most of the same players I got in my mocks. Dave's got most of the same players. Like, it's just strategy. We kind of know where they're going to go. I mean,
I told you all along, I'm a QB waiter unless I can get the top 3 at the right price.
Yep.
Maybe even 4. I'd stretch out to 4 or 5. But if I can't do that, then I got to wait. And the waiting game actually worked there, because I got Watson in my top 7, 8 quarterbacks. And he was the 11th taken.
Listen, man, I like Deshaun. This is bounce back time, man.
Yeah.
Devon says he thinks Gibson will be a PPR machine with enemy out there. And that's a good point.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he'll catch.
That's something that I don't think a lot of people are taking in consideration, right? I mean, and you know what, Dave? I think what's going to be really cool about that is now we're going to get to see, well, one's went quarterback back to back, huh? How much Bieniemy was involved in Kansas City, right?
Well, and this is what he needed, right? He needed to go somewhere else to prove that he could do it without the shadow of Andy Reid, which is a really big shadow, casting over him. So I get it. And this is going to be proven time for sure. And with Sam Howell, I could see him dumping off to the running backs a lot. Look, I started it, Tone.
There it goes. 3 quarterbacks in a row, man. Boom, boom, boom.
And nice, good job, Brian. I know we were both the last 2 to take quarterbacks there. 2 with Deshaun, I think, are close to a coin flip there, both in good offenses. And Dak's a good pick, but that's his backup.
And listen,
Meals is back. No auto pick for Meals.
Oh, no. Meals is back. All right.
I couldn't take Kittle because I have Debo. So I don't, in that passing offense with Brock Purdy, I couldn't take 2 receivers.
Makes sense.
I do like Kittle's. What I'm saying is that's why I decided on quarterback over tight end. Those are the positions I needed to fill there. Michael Pittman's a nice pick.
I like Michael Pittman.
Yeah. Nice. I do like Treylon.
I think people are sleeping on Treylon, man.
Well, what I like about Treylon, and you probably do too, DeAndre's not DeAndre 120 DeAndre, but he will take coverage away. So
100%.
Yeah, so that's going to help out. So, yeah.
100%.
Zay Flowers, like that pick. I think Zay Flowers has a chance to be the best receiver in this class. But, he's obviously got some guys to climb over. But nice pick. Zay Flowers out of Boston College. and Yvonne knows this, was a hell of a player.
Now, see, here's the,
Jamel, yeah, you could be right. That could be starting over Richardson. Good point. For Jamel, that is a very good point. I think he will. It just depends how people fall in love with Richardson, right? Richardson is like that. Everybody's loving it, right? And he's got that Jalen Hurts type of potential, Justin Fields type of potential. So, if you can really finalize and idealize the matchups, that should be starting most times at Richardson. No doubt about it. Man, this is fun. I can't even keep up.
Give me can't guard Mike. Give me can't guard Mike, baby. This is Michael Thomas comeback year.
Well, I'll tell you what. In the 9th round,
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, we talked about it on the show one time. And you asked me, I said, if I could get him in 9th or later, I'm good. I'm good.
Yep. That's where I'm at.
It's funny. There's so many opinions on this Richardson coming up, but I feel like more people are in he's going to be good basket than, this Willis basket. Now, Willis actually impressed at the end of preseason there. Dalton Kincaid, nice pick.
I like Kincaid.
Yeah, I'm torn.
Tell Mike.
I'm torn with the Richardson stuff right now because I went to the Eagles game the other day when they played the Colts. Yeah, he was dangerous out of the pocket. He was atrocious in the pocket versus second and third team defenses. So, but it can get better.
See, Bri forced your hand, didn't I? Taking that second quarterback.
Good point there. Good point, Bri. Very good point.
Yeah, Wilson, so did I, brother. So did I, because I thought I was taking Zay on a comeback, and I got sniped, man.
Come on.
Sniped me again.
Meals
is back on all.
He showed up for a pick, and it was a good pick.
Maybe he drives a truck or something. Maybe he's at a truck stop.
Dude, yeah.
Having a Cinnabon or something.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a big Dalton Kincaid guy. Dalton Kincaid's another guy. If you do what we've suggested, if you've listened to us and we say, listen, follow the team reports and listen, to the news conferences and the beat reporters. And it's why we get the beat reporters on the show, because if you'll find out that Dalton Kincaid, they're using him lined up as a slot receiver. Okay. With Dawson Knox on the field, they love Kincaid. So I'm just saying, this is why it's important, or you may not know that.
Ryan,
right? So it's a good pick.
Ryan.
Uh-oh.
Oh, all right. AJ was high on my list too. Good pick. He was under the spotlight.
See, this is what happens. He says, I listen to you guys too much. I know what your plan is.
And I appreciate that. So what's my plan here?
So
do you know what my plan here is? Just look who I just drafted at quarterback.
Oh, I know where you're going. Yeah, because you're going after my guy.
And I mean, I'm a believer. I told you. Tony's been on the point of Njoku could be a top 5 tight end. It's not a far stretch. It's really not a far stretch the way he finished last season.
I went as high as saying he's going to be the 3rd overall by the end of the year. I just think he's going to put up those type numbers. And again, that's based on Dave's Deshaun Watson pick. I think
that's it. Yep.
Yeah, I really do.
Yep. I was able to pair it up, and yeah. Jamel, I mean, I'm with you on tight ends as well, right? I got those, I love Kelsey, I do, but I'll never get him because you're not seeing me pick him in the top 5 or 6 at 33. But Mark Andrews, huge on. I think he's going to be great this year. And then my third, I'm torn between Waller and Pitts, but yeah, once those top couple go, it's like I'm okay with the pack behind it. I call it a pack. What do you go with here? Cortland Sutton, nice. All right, let's see here. Let me update my. Okay. Now, I've been a little predictive is where I might go soon, but turning on, I'm actually early on, obviously took some older fantasy guys that have been performed in the past and they can play up to their potential. I'm happy. I didn't take, I won't say the high potential guys, even though, but they've had high potential. But I've been rounding out some younger guys, and I'd like the back end. How about you? How have you liked yours so far?
I'll be honest with you. I like that I stuck to my plan,
Yeah.
but I do look at my Fields pick and say, I wonder if I would have took Devontae Adams instead, and how it would have affected my next play. Right. So then I could have still had Justin Fields in the third on the wraparound.
You
And
might have.
then I wind up getting Damian Pierce next. Now I have my number one receiver instead of my number one receiver being a tight end. So but I may have possibly jumbled that up a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about receiver. I'm really not. There's so many receivers in this world. I'm not worried about it. I think we've talked about this before. After like the top 7 or 8, it's like from 10 to 40 or like a couple points separating each other. I mean, they really are. So I think you could still do well with those kind of guys.
I agree. I really do agree.
So I got a question for everybody. For anybody who's had the number 1 overall pick any year, what was the most riskiest against the grain number 1 pick that you took? So like obviously when people had number 1 pick, it was Ladanian, Marshall Falk, Priest Holmes, right? But when you who was one guy, whether it be you or in a draft, when you went, he took who number 1? Because I got a bunch of them. Listen, I'll be straight up, man. One year I took Matt Forte as the number 1 pick overall, but when I took him, he was the guy. Right? And that was his MVP fantasy year. Right. I've taken Donovan McNabb number 1 overall. And I know it's not like a homer pick, but that was like his MVP type year, right? So I get crazy with the number 1 overall pick. I go against the grain a little bit sometimes. Now this year I took Justin Jefferson, but
Yeah.
some years I get a little crazy.
Yeah,
Ever have somebody do something like that, Dave?
Yeah, someone walked into the draft late, and he was known to be this guy that wanted to be a show, right? So he wanted to come in late. It wasn't that he was running late. He planned this, and he had the first pick. He drops down Sean Alexander. This was before Sean Alexander was Sean Alexander. He just liked the way he ran. He was probably a mid-second to late or early third pick. Sean Alexander, one of the board. We almost died laughing. And you know what? It didn't pay off, but he was 2 years ahead because the next 2 years after that,
It's like his MVP years.
Yeah.
Man, Mike says, I didn't do this, but people are taking CEH over Taylor in Dynasty.
Ooh, yeah,
I don't know why people take what's up. Why are everybody on the CEH?
Oh, come on,
No,
dude.
he's saying back in the day. He's probably saying because CEH got picked to Kansas City. So everybody was in love with Kansas City, end of the first round. But no, I hear you. I was in Dynasty the same year and I had the first pick, and I took Taylor. Now, look, CH is nobody, but I don't know what the hell Taylor is anymore anyway. So he's killing me in Dynasty now. I still got Najee, and I still got Derrick Henry. I still got AJ Dillon, so I could probably fill it in, but Taylor would have really helped. This is a lost year, I almost feel like.
Lost year for who? Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah.
It sure seems like that. I mean, you heard yeah, he was like, it sucks. They couldn't trade him. Sounds like Green Bay tried to grab him. But yeah, dude, I mean, it's a shame, man.
So I ended up taking a Luakon, right? And we've seen him go as the first defensive player in many of our mock drafts.
Well, he was a leading tackler.
Leading tackler, right? So, averaging 10 a game, roughly. So, and when we're getting 1 point for a tackle, I'm getting a steady 10 points a game. I'm happy. Michael Anthony, you're right. It's time to move on from Henry and Dynasty. No doubt about it. I just got him for pretty much Brian Robinson, and I was good with that for this year. I'm hoping he pops this year and moves on for like a second round next year. Oh, Bry, it happens, man. But I think in this type of draft, when there is value in getting defensive players right now because they can score double digits, I don't think you're going to be mad with Nick Bolton there.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
Like think about
Like,
taking Nick Bolton against what? Like Bryce Young?
I don't care if what do you call it? I don't. Who said might be?
Yes, I did, Mike. I got Henry for Brian Robinson. People were
Oof.
very high on Brian Robinson, and I was like, I'm ready to sell. Now there were a few pieces on the side, but I mean that's pretty much what it marginalized to. So I moved the second round for Brian Robinson. I had Brian Robinson, and then I moved that second round pick I got for Henry.
There's a lot of good picks on the board, man. Like
Lynn Johnson is a really good pick. Like I'm talking, he's 4 rounds away from the other rookie receivers that I loved. Going that late, nice. Now you were saying you're off even touching a defender right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big IDP guy, and I love IDPs. I treat them just like kickers and defenses, man. You won't see me take them. So I'm be straight up. My last 3 picks will be defense, kicker. That's the way I roll.
I'm with you. I've never taken a kicker before the last round.
Yeah, I don't do it.
You guys that pick around me,
I gotta take my boy here.
You want? I will blindly pick a kicker.
Where's my boy?
I'll pick the GOAT, Jake Elliott. I'll take anybody. It doesn't matter. You can't predict who's going to be able to kick field goals and which offenses are going to get stopped at 30. Now, you want to take Justin Tucker, you'll know, like the guy that's 90%. I got it. But
yeah, I can't because here's the thing. There's so many. If you look at IDPs, and by the way, we got a cool announcement this week too. Coming at the end of the week, we got somebody doing an IDP. Wow, boom, boom, boom. We're gonna have an IDP segment, specifically 59 YouTube short TikTok segment every single week. Top 3 IDP guys to play from my man Mike, who you'll meet very, very shortly. He has an awesome IDP newsletter he sends out every week. He's going to be contributing for us at Win Daily. So we just locked him up. He's happy. We're happy. Can't wait to get him rolling. So that'll be cool. But Dave, here's the thing, man. Like IDPs, there's going to be like 15 guys that are going to give you, 100 tackles. So for me, is it really worth like stretching it out? I don't think so. I mean, but again, everybody's different, right? Everybody's different.
Everybody's different. I love it.
I mean, right? I mean, that's what it goes about. No, hey, man, everybody probably thinks, some people might think I'm nuts because I took Justin Fields, right? Some people might say, hey, good pick. I mean, it's personal preference, man. That's all it is. It's personal preference.
I think you're nuts, but I love you still. So I'm gonna.
I love it.
So I'm gonna give a little jigsaw pick here too, and call me Homer. I still think you see me do this every draft. And wait till now.
Oh yeah, KG baby.
I'm gonna take a shot, bro. I'm gonna take a
Why
shot.
Why not? I agree with you.
Yeah. I mean, we're still like in this weird Swift era. Like, I think Swift, maybe they still trust. They didn't give him any shot with the first team in anywhere. They might roll him out and say, look, we fooled y'all. I'll take a shot on the guys they really did roll out. So
listen, we watch it every week, right? Yeah. We hear it. We know. So I mean, that's the thing. Like, listen, no disrespect to people out there, but bro, unless you're a beat reporter, unless you're like, how do you know? Like, how do you know if you're not from that
and
town,
I'm reading
right?
the beat reports, and I'm reading the beat, and he got everything in the first team scrimmages, everything. But were they scared of showing off Swift? I don't know, and that's what we don't know. But to hear an 11th round or 10th round, no doubt about it.
Yeah, why not? I'll tell you what, I like Brees through the NFL. I was going to take Jalen Warren before Nico Collins, but
Warren. So the 2 top running backs on my chart right now were Rashad. It's Penny going. It was Gainwell. It was Gainwell it was Penny and Gainwell. I was like, I'll take the one that they trusted.
Jared Goff.
Yeah,
Sneaky pick. I can't get behind Jared Goff. Sorry.
I know you don't love him. I don't love him either, but I do think he's serviceable.
Yeah, I mean, true. I can't get behind him, man.
No, I hear you.
I can't get behind him.
He won. He won. Did he go?
Ty Diggs.
He did go.
That's a good pick right there, Dalton Schultz. I
Yeah.
think people forgot that he went to Houston, man, and you know I see this all the time. I mean, CJ Stroud, right? Who's the rookie quarterback's best friend, tight end, right? I mean, it's always the case. They throw to the tight end, and Dalton Schultz. If you watch the preseason, he's been getting a lot of targets from CJ Stroud. So, I like that.
He has. He really has. All right. I feel good. Only because
I got
we're
one
sitting here
last pick.
in an era. Is this we got okay?
Well,
No,
for me,
Oh,
because I'm
until you go DD kicker. I got you.
right. Yeah.
I got to get my back up here, and I don't believe I'm keeping a guy behind this guy, but I'm going to do it. I'll take Bryce. I'll get out of the way. So I'll be honest. I was torn there between Bryce and Dimes.
Interesting. I'm surprised you took Bryce Young.
Well,
but again, it's your backup. I get it.
Yeah, and my strategy, I got Watson, right? Different bye week, so I'm very happy. I always got to keep an eye on that. And Daniel Jones bye week is 13. So if I'm really struggling, he might be available later. We'll see. By the way, I'll go back. Rashee Rice, really nice pick.
I like Rashee Rice.
Yeah, I definitely thought of that. It's just weird with Kansas City anymore. Like, who's going to be the guy? But throwing a dart there is a beautiful pick. It really is.
Nah, you're right.
And Tone, for the listeners, we're on Sirius this Sunday.
Yes.
One more time, right? 9 to 11. We're going to be wrapping up with a lot of we might throw one more mock out there, but we have all this information out here now.
I think we might just analyze the mocks.
I think we might analyze this, a lot of the mocks we've done,
dude.
And really take a lot of callers' inputs, because here's my thing. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are the biggest draft nights of the year. And it's really going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I think we're going to get into Sirius on this Sunday, really taking a lot of callers. So please, guys, talk about your draft. Call in. We would love to hear from you this Sunday. After that, Tony and I, we're going to get on there. We know we are. We're going to figure it out. We'll find a way. But definitely Discord's going to be one of the first places. And hopefully Sirius will have us a slot. We're working on that.
Well, they have a slot. We have a Win Daily slot on Saturday nights, which is Jason and Sia.
Yep.
And you may hear us from time to time, filling in. But my thing was, we didn't want to lock ourselves down to that. So
I'm a college football guy. I'm with you.
Saturday. So so everybody knows what happens is, we have 3 shows on the weekends at Win Daily when it's not football season. And then what happens is, because football is prime, all the sites that just talk football, they come back to do their football show. So we go to prime time on Saturday night. So that's kind of why we don't do Sunday nights anymore. But February we'll be back on Sundays again. So, which is honestly, I don't mind the break.
I don't, but can I say this? If you guys tweet out Sirius Fantasy Sports Radio and tell them who you want to hear, it wouldn't hurt. Man. It wouldn't hurt, right?
When the audience speaks, right? When the audience speaks.
I'm just saying, we want to be there and we will be there, but we'll find out and we'll keep you guys posted. But the more input you provide to them, the better chances you'll hear us on the airwaves during the week, maybe the weekend, just not Saturdays.
Just
Ooh, there goes your D-back. Remember the Eagles had a chance to draft him?
Yep.
Jeremy?
And who did they take instead, Dave? You remember?
I want to say it was Jalen Rager.
You know what? I think it might have been.
I think it might have been. Yeah. God,
It definitely might have been.
Yeah.
There's listen, man, like, the IDPs, if you pick the right guy, you'd be surprised, man. I mean, they could really elevate your team. They
yes.
really can.
No, I agree.
Especially if you see how they score, you actually get points for knockdowns. You get points for assisted tackles. So you're getting a full point for a tackle, you're getting a half a point for assisted tackle, you're getting a point for knockdowns. There's some good points out there, man.
So true. And that's why Aluakon, I said, why not?
I took him in a couple Armada. There's a good I don't know if he had him or what, but Tajay Spears is another guy, man. Like, he looks legit. He
does. Yeah, this is I see value back here, right? Like we're sitting here late in the draft, couple picks left, and I'm really excited that.
Well, look, what's funny is that's why I did the way I did, because you're still, you got guys like OBJ still sitting there. You got guys like a Tyler Boyd, Marvin Mims, like Alan Lazard, Juju. I'm not saying these are great guys, but if you go to the waiver wire, listen, there's going to be some good talent there, week to week that you're going to be able to pick up. So I actually like it.
Yeah, I do too. Oh, he took him. Okay.
Zach Moss. I always forget about Zach Moss.
Yeah, well, he might be the starter there, right?
Well, yeah, at least for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
At least for 4 weeks. That's going to be interesting. Even though I like A-Rich, it's just going to be interesting offense to see what Steichen does out there, because it's not going to be dynamic. You're going to go through some growing pains. It's not like you're going to have this solidified running game, right? So, like you say, you made a good point about Michael Pittman when I asked you on the air, why is Michael Pittman being faded? You were right. It's because here's a guy who's probably not going to get a ton of play this year. He's going to have a drop off, right? And I love that pick, by the way. I love Sam.
Yeah, I'm big on. I really think Laporta could be TJ or better.
Here's a good stat again by Dynasty Dog Mike. Schultz was 4th in red zone targets for tight ends with 4 TDs, big sleeper, and like you said, rookie quarterback's best friend. Yeah, listen, and came off an injury, right? So he had an injury. Did he tear his ACL?
That was 2 years ago, I think.
2 years ago, right? So last year was his first. Yeah. So this is second year, back full. So they always say second year you're fully healed, right? So you should be fully healed in that second year. So, yeah, I like it. I do. Yeah. I like that a lot. Steven says Rice possible keeper next year. I like that. Yes. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Avon, he's me and him are so aligned. Great dude, but he's our CFB guy. You get into a sub, if you're a sub, obviously Avon writes a great article on Saturday mornings about DF. Like, we go on live. Joel and I, Draftmaster Flex, Friday nights talking college football. But to add that with some words behind it on Saturday morning, Avon, we always appreciate that.
And Avon also, him and Matt Vicio, really kill it for soccer, whether it be UCL, EPL. They do a tremendous. They're going to do. I think Matt does League of Legends. Listen, I will tell you this, and I guarantee you. So if you're not a Win Daily Sports subscriber and you haven't read some of the premium articles, I will say this, man. Like, this year, you are going to see a different feel, man. My man, I got to give him a shout out. My man, Joe DiCarlo, just wrote a brilliant article. And again, Sticks came out with his week 1 article. Dave's been writing the baseball articles.
But I got all 8 divisions out there.
Yeah, right, preseason, right? Like there is a ton of information, and it's just going to keep getting more and more and more. I'm just going to tell you right now, because we're in the last couple rounds, we are going to have weekly prize pick shows, weekly underdog, weekly owner box, weekly sleeper. We got NFL Draftcast on Wednesday nights, just like the PGA Draftcast. We got me, Jason, and Dave, and then we're going to have a special guest every week.
I won every week last year. Well,
so,
almost. Are you
right,
going to beat me?
So it's going to be fun, right? The audience will be involved as well every Wednesday. We're going to have the showdown shows. We're going to have rewind articles. I'm going to bring back the triple threat segment, so that's going to be actually a short segment. I'm going to do triple threat. Dave's going to be doing Survivor. Dave's doing college football. Right, maybe a betting for breakfast will be back this year, right? So, like again, and that's not even talking half of it, man. We got everything, man. We got so much for NFL, man. That waiver wire article by Julie is dropping. Like I said, IDP by Michael. We got the Dynasty cover with the Dynasty dogs. We got Sticks will have a solo pod. We're still working on the name. We got listen. I'm gonna tell you what. Wait till you see the rewind article that our new guy John is going to be doing drop every Tuesday, which is going to be pretty electric. Listen, I just can't say enough, man. We have so much.
You know what I want to do, and I know you're up. When we do the draft cast on Wednesdays, if the audience beats us, I want to buy them a free ticket. Like if someone from the audience, we'll figure out who it is for the next week's millionaire lineup. We'll figure it out, but I think that's a good thing that the audience engage.
Yeah, listen, I'm all in, man.
And I don't think they're going to beat us, but we'll give them a shot.
And here's what we do too, Dave. I would love to do there's just so much going for football, so I don't want to do a football, but just like looking ahead, I want to do Friday night NBAs. So.
I'm in.
Yeah, so DFS, DraftKings, $5 a week. We'll get as many guys as we can. Top 3 guys cash every week. Have some fun. We'll get some free rolls on there. We'll have some fun with that, man. And just Friday night.
We're hoop heads. We're hoop heads. I
love hoops, man.
As long as you're wearing the Bulls hat, which is fresh as you know what.
Love the hoops.
And as much as we're football heads, and I'm in the baseball world. Hoops is right there with all of them.
Yes, 100%.
And dude, I had this talk the other day, and I just got to ask you, with all this hype around the Phillies, which is deserved, and I love it, and the Eagles, don't the Sixers just depress you?
Sure. Bro, I'm out.
I'm out too. I'm like, trade them. I'm at the point, trade Joel right now. Like, I'm almost like, man. Oh, man.
Well, because guess what? It's over. It's
over. I agree with you. It is over. It's over.
I mean, it's just it's completely done. Any shot we had is over.
It is. I agree. Let it build with Maxey and maybe try and find some young pieces and find out what happens, because right now you can't win with what you got.
No, you can't. And
with all the picks they traded away, they're done. They're done.
Your hands are tied, man. Like this is the NBA. Like, you have to be creative. And that's not always the case.
Yep.
And right now in Philadelphia, man, we're screwed, man.
No,
we are absolutely screwed. There's nothing we can do.
I agree.
Nothing we can do.
So just in Philadelphia, I'm just gonna love my Phillies and Eagles right now.
That's listen, the Phillies right now are the hottest team in baseball.
Yeah.
And
today was tough, but it happens. It happens. And if you follow my Twitter, I'm all done with Craig Kimbrell right now. But
I saw that.
Dude, I'm done. Like, he's not, like, he couldn't close for other teams. He had a hot streak for 2 months. Dude, I hope Rob Thompson doesn't sit there and say, oh, but he's done it for 2 months. Like, stop. Like, sure, we're at the leadoff spot. I hope he knows, but we'll see. All right. I talked about this earlier. I got my Eagle.
See that, man.
I couldn't get the right ones. I got Gainwell, but then I got Jake.
So we got to give a shout out though, real fast. So, I like to throw these out there. I'm probably this was reported 56 minutes ago, but I'm a big women in sports guys. I'm a girl dad. Yep. Everybody knows that. ESPN just reported the Nebraska, the Nebraska volleyball team just broke the world record for the largest crowd ever at a women's sporting event, the volleyball team. 92,003 in attendance, Dave, to watch a college women's
They thought it was going
volleyball
to
game.
be like 80,000 earlier today. They got to 90.
92,
You know what
Dave.
the
That's
previous record
amazing.
was? Previous record?
I don't know.
18,000.
Are you serious?
They beat it 5 times, bro.
Oh
They
my
beat
Lord,
it.
that is unbelievable.
It's cool, man.
I love it.
So
I love
tonight,
it.
I'll just give you a quick snippet. I'm practicing soccer on the other side of the field, right? I got my 9-year-old boys, 2014, and this guy comes up to me on the other half. He's like, "I got my 9-year-old girls. You guys want to scrimmage?" I was like, "Absolutely." Girls versus boys. Girls are ferocious and they're so tough, and so it was just such an even great playing field. That's what we deserve in America right now. Like the females deserve just as much as the males and deserve that opportunity. So it was awesome to see tonight. My story is just something small, but it was great to see them on the same field as us compete and be even. But to see that volleyball happen, even better.
My man Steve, he says, "Dad of 2 girls, great to see them getting the love."
Yeah.
Final. I agree, man. Listen,
It's right.
God bless you. I say this to everybody, all my boys, man. I know Dave has boys,
I
but
do.
unfortunately, to me, you got if you people that are girl dad, at least one. There's nothing like it, man. Like nothing like it. I will tell you, man, that my daughter is 23 and literally like my best friend, my homie forever. And it's awesome. Like if you have that relationship and you can build that relationship, man, it's really special, man. It
It's so
really is.
special. I listen. I wish I had it. But girls
Yeah, but
rock.
you got that with your boys. You know what I
No, I
mean?
do. But Jermel, girls rock. They do, and awesome for everybody out there. I hope you had fun tonight. We just rocked a 12-team draft live on our YouTube channel. One thing I gotta say, and I know Tony's going to close this out, is each one of you, I appreciate so much. We're bonding, we're learning, we're together. I know even some of you in the chat weren't even in the draft tonight, and really appreciate the love and the support. It's not about one thing; it's more about us together, building a community that can figure out ways to win together and play together. And I can't wait for this season this year.
Yeah, listen, it's going to be a fun ride, man. I'm gonna echo everything that Dave said. Like, listen, man, like me and Dave been around together for a long time, and we've been doing a lot of cool things, and just to see the constant reaction and engagement from the audience and you guys really follow us along. Listen, it's why we love what we do, right? We love sports, but we love the audience and we love engaging. And I like this, how we're going to be
Absolutely.
right. We're going to be going through with you guys for the entire year. It's fun, man. And like I said, I will get a Discord room set up. Make sure you sign up. It will be free. There's no strings attached there. Seriously. It'll be a free Discord room. But obviously, listen, if you like the content that we have, I can tell you that, when we launch this site, the first week, you will get 1 free week. Honestly, if you want like our content, as a whole, Win Daily Sports, and I'm telling you, you will, to check it out, and then hopefully you become subscribers to all of our content. Steve, that makes it you all make it easy to want to listen. Listen, it's the. Can I be biased here? Honestly, I think it's the Philly thing, man. Like I'll be honest with you. People could say what they want, but as much passion as you see as a sports fans are as we are as hosts too, man. Like we're very passionate about bringing the people into our circle, man. Like there's no ego here. There's no everybody's wrong and I'm right. We don't do that. You know what I mean, Dave?
No, it's 100%, Steve. Appreciate the comment. And from everyone else, it's been a pleasure riding with you. And we're going to ride longer. And that's what it's about. And I appreciate that you like what me and Tony bring, because in the end, it could be any of us up here. And all we want
Allentown,
is,
it's not far. You're
not
only an
far
hour
away.
from me, bro. You're only an hour from me. I love it.
Yeah. But all it is about is engaging with you guys and bringing this into a family, because family is what we want. Sports is what we breathe and live, and it's what's in our blood. It's what's in all our bloods. Yeah, we get a chance to sit in front of you tonight, but we're all the same. So we appreciate it, and we'll keep spreading the good word, and you keep hanging with us, and can't wait for this season. And I'm telling you right now, the champ is here.
Yeah. Oh, the chat. He just threw the John Cena out there, man. He just threw the John Cena out there. He said, oh, yeah, he's saying you can't see me. So, yo, listen, everybody. Everybody have a wonderful night. Any questions, hit us up, hit me up in the chat. Hit me up on Twitter, hit Dave up on Twitter. Make sure you give us a follow. Make sure you're getting those deposit deals in, especially if you're going to do Owner's Box. Again, if you're doing Owner's Box, you got one more day to get in, man. Listen, I'm not bullshitting here. Free up the $500 deposit match. That's huge,
For
especially
real.
if you're dropping 3 digits, right? So you get that, buy that. And again, if you want to sign up for Sleeper, it's a free $100. Just make sure you use those links. They're also in the chat as well and in the description of YouTube. But we're going to get out of here and we're going to have a good night. We're going to have a great league again, man. And we're going to be live on Sunday. So make sure you tune in 9 o'clock. We're going to have some fun stuff. We're going to break down this draft. We're going to break down the draft. Call in. We'll get you on the air. I'll try to book a couple guests as well to really see what's going on. But as always, man, Windows Sports, Tony, Dave, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you back here next time.